How does it feel to be graduating? It feels surreal, feels weird, but it's exciting. I'm excited to get out there. We've worked so hard for the last 4 to 7 years to get to this point, so I'm excited to just see what's ahead of us.
It feels amazing to be finally done my undergrad.
It feels bittersweet. I'm really excited to start the next chapter of my life, but I will definitely miss and cherish my time at McMaster.
That it feels surreal. It doesn't really feel like I'm graduating. I don't think it's quite hit me yet that I'm graduating with everything going on.
What is your biggest regret from your time at McEnch?
I definitely should have spent less time stressing about classes and school and recognized I was going to be okay and that I could spend more time making friends and exploring Hamilton.
I would say not seizing opportunities is my biggest regret.
Eating Central Chinese food every day for an entire year. Don't do it.
Definitely putting too much focus on my academics in first and second year. I was very much like study. I have to do well on this test. I have to do well on this midterm. And the thing is that now when I look back on it, the most valuable things I've gotten out of my degree have been things outside of the classroom. They've been co-ops, they've been clubs, they've been the people I've met along the way, and those aren't things that you're gonna find in a textbook. And so, academics are important, but definitely my regret is not looking for the things outside the classroom sooner.
How much has life changed since first year looking back? I think life has changed tremendously, like probably every university student will say.
I've grown, definitely a lot.
I have learned so many new facts and skills and things like that, and the number of opportunities I've had over my time has been phenomenal.
So now, looking back in first year, I look at myself and I feel like I'm an adult, which is something I never thought I'd feel ever.
Has co-op been helpful to you? Absolutely.
It's great experience to have on your resume, but it also helps you kind of grow as a person.
It taught me about things that I really didn't want to be doing and that I didn't enjoy, that I thought had been on my list, but also let me find areas that I thought about wanting to explore more and could see myself really going into.
Co-op has been great for helping me to learn things outside of the classroom, and also to take the learnings from the classroom and really solidify them by using them in a real scenario. Plus, co-op has allowed me to travel. I've lived in Halifax and California because of my co-op experiences, which are things that I never would have dreamed I could have done on my own. So definitely co-op has been super helpful.
Their career services are great. Every job hunting season, I've been in there with resume critiques, getting advice from some of the staff. That team is awesome.
Mills or Thode?
Definitely Thode. Thode is home. Any day I was on campus, I ended up there.
Thode, of course.
The food is pretty sweet and the coffee is a lifesaver, so definitely Thode.
What do you wish you knew in first year?
I wish that first year me had understood that, you're allowed to ask for help and that it's part of the learning process. I struggled a lot, especially in second year math, and it really took a lot of learning about asking people and going places to ask for help and getting over kind of the fear of doing that for me to finally realize that that's really part of the learning process and that I should have been doing it all along.
Wish I knew that, I'll figure it out. I think in first year there's a lot of pressure to, know exactly what you want to do and know where you want to be, and it just, it doesn't work that way for some people. I was definitely one of those people where it took me time to figure it out.
The one thing that I wish I knew in first year was just go with the flow. Things aren't going to go according to plan, and that's okay.
The next question is it hard to do one in Eng? Sometimes it can be, but luckily things are getting better every day. There's, I think, something like 30% of the first year engineering class is now women in engineering at McMaster, and I've always found the community to be super welcoming.
Being a woman in Eng can be tough sometimes. I've been in situations where I felt I need to advocate for myself and my peers, and it was really hard for me to overcome the mental barrier almost that's there in order to start talking about the issues that I face, and I find it really hard even now. So I think that that's a big growth point. To be able to face those types of issues, and it's an opportunity to forge more fair and more equitable systems for the women who come after us.
My recommendation as a woman in engineering is definitely to find a support system. So there's always women out there, especially in McMaster, who are willing to support you, and if you go through a hard time, are willing to help you out with it.
What was your favorite part about the MacEng experience? My favorite part is the intensely tight-knit community we have.
Definitely the community. Mac has an immense community in engineering, and it was great to be a part of that. You know, from students to clubs to administration to professors, I just felt like, you know, there were people to talk to and there were people to rely on and to help you through it.
I would have to say my favorite part about the whole experience was the engineering musical. I've been a part of it for the last 5 years. I've really found my family in that club, and the people have been so amazing. It's been so much fun, and it's probably one of the things I'm going to miss the most about my time here.
There are so many different types of people in McMaster Engineering, but we all come together for common ground of problem solving and helping make the world a better place.
And the last question is, how do you stay motivated during the pandemic?
I would say setting goals has helped me a lot. You know, it doesn't have to be daily goals and it doesn't have to be anything major. I mean, sometimes my goal is to watch a whole season of a Netflix show, but I definitely do set those goals, and it just helps me have something to look forward to in the day.
So I look to my family, my friends, my peers who I've just graduated with, and really like looking for how they're staying motivated and what they're up to help inspire me to continue to do things.
So I'm a pretty big list person, so I've been staying motivated by making a list every evening of what I want to do the next day, and I put creative and fun things on the list, but also stuff I really need to get done, and that way I just get through my day and I get a bunch of stuff done and I feel good at the end that I checked everything off.